Could there be anything more prosaic than an old door in an old wall? Anything more solid than old oak? Less fanciful? And yet, if I were to tell you how at a certain time each year, through this very door passes an old lady, a scarf about her head, passes right through it and then vanishes. The catch is faulty. There was no old lady. This door is simply a door. But there was a door in Scotland. Grounds of the house that Colonel Mortimer, my father's old friend, had taken on his return from India. Having installed his family comfortably, he left for a fortnight's trip to London and the South to look up old friends.
My dear fellow, 1,000 apologies. I'm damnably late. Oh, and Charles, before I forget, my wife wishes to be remembered to you, or did 2 weeks ago.
No.
Now, Manners, what will you drink? Claret?
Most kind.
Now, some claret, please,
yes, sir.
Manners.
So, you have been making the grand tour?
Oh, yes, I have. Well, you know, being out of the country all those years and being buried in Scotland ever since spring, this has been the first chance I've had to look up any of my old friends. Ah, splendid.
Did you collect your mail, Colonel?
Oh, no. Was there some?
Yes, sir. I'll bring it, sir.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. To tell you the truth, I know exactly what it'll be. Jeannie, my daughter, asking me to get this and not forget that, and please to remember the other. My wife reporting on the domestic routine, and young Roland assuring me that his algebra is progressing.
Roland, you know, last time I saw him, he was only a baby. Well, a little more than that, but not much.
Your letters.
Ah, thank you. Yes. That's Jeannie's writing. Yeah, well, they can wait. You're very good health, Charles.
And yours, Henry.
Extraordinary thing about ladies. They cover their envelopes with all sorts of peremptory messages like urgent and immediate, in the fond hope that it'll influence the post office to speed their mail for them. You see? Some telegrams. Excuse me.
Oh, please. Some bad news, Henry? Henry...
Well, it's Roland, it seems.
Roland? Well, is he ill? Why do you not answer? For God's sake, come, he is much worse. No better, Doctor fears brain fever, calls for you day and night, let nothing detain you.
The timetable, the night train to Edinburgh.
I'll look it up for you.
Princess Street and then the connection north. It's very good of you, Charles.
Where can I find a bread store?
By the desk, sir.
Thank you.
Is Roland going to die, Mother?
No, Jeannie, no.
If he did, I would die. I would want to die.
Don't say that, darling. Never say a thing like that.
Why doesn't Father come? Where'd he if he were here?
I know, darling, I know. We must be patient.
Patient?
Yes, and get all the sleep we can. Good night, my darling.
Good night, Mother. Will you wake me during the night if Father comes?
Yes.
Promise?
I promise. I'm here. You're at home, darling, and Mother's here. Everything's all right.
When is Father coming?
Soon, dear.
But when?
Soon, very soon.
When he does come, we must both go together, mustn't we, Mother?
Yes, dear.
And let him in.
Who, Roland? Let who in?
Oh.
Oh, my dear. What news?
I think he's asleep.
He seems to be sleeping soundly.
Yes. Sometimes it's not really sleep, but a kind of lethargy. And just now he half woke and cried out. Oh, Henry, it's so sad to see him lying there, tormented by something.
But what has he told you?
Not a great deal. It all started when the days were drawing in. It was dark when he came back from school, and he thought that he heard something, a voice among the shadows. And sometimes now when he starts from his sleep, I go to him, and he doesn't even know me. He doesn't even know that... Oh, I'm sorry.
But what does Dr. Simson say?
Well, he thinks that his sister may have received a severe shock of some kind. And could we have pushed him on too hard with his work? I mean, he's always been delicate, hasn't he? Could it be that?
No.
Oh, as if work mattered at all in comparison with his health. Is it something we have done? Are we to blame?
No, I pray to God, not I believe, not I think it's something only he can tell us. I pray to God he will. I pray he will.
Father.
Oh, Jeannie, darling.
How is he? Is he awake?
Now, he's sleeping quietly.
Did you get any sleep on the train?
I tried to, but I couldn't. I'll get a couple of hours here. I'd like to be by Roland's bedside when he wakes up. Now, you must get some rest.
I'll get you some blankets. They'll keep the chill off.
Jeannie, darling.
Oh, make him well again, Father. Make Roland well for us.
Thank you.
You've come back, Father.
Yes, Roland.
What time is it?
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
I didn't know you were here.
I arrived last night. You were sleeping. I didn't want to wake you.
I knew you would come.
Of course, Roland.
Father, they wouldn't let me speak. And the doctor treated me as if I were a fool. You know I'm not a fool, Papa.
Of course you're not, Roland.
I decided to send it till it came home. It's a secret. It's a secret.
Yes, all right. Now, gently, Roland. If you're going to tell me the secret of yours, to do any good, you must be calm and not excite yourself. Now, do you understand?
Yes, Father. Father, there is someone in the park. And this someone's being badly used. I know he has.
Now, gently. Now, who is this someone? And who's been ill-using him? For we'll soon put a stop to that.
But it's not as easy as you think. I don't know who it is. It's just a cry. Oh, Mother, let me in. Oh, Mother, let me in. It was so sad, Father. I couldn't bear it. Broke your heart, Henry. I said to myself, if Father heard it, he would do something.
And I shall, Roland.
Directly, Papa, this very night,
Yes,
won't you?
Of course. I expected some little frightened child.
Do you?
I expect that's what it is.
But supposing it wasn't living at all.
Dear boy, how could you possibly have heard it? Answer me that,
I don't know. But Papa, for me to have to face it out there night after night in such terrible trouble. I don't want to cry, baby. But what can I do? I can't cry, Mother. No, don't you go and help it. Please, Papa, go and help it.
No.
And Mother can take care of me.
Don't you worry anymore. You just leave it to me.
Thank you, Father. I knew you'd understand.
Oh, Elspeth, would you find Corporal Jones and ask him to meet me in a half an hour at the coachman's cottage?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, Father. How's Roland?
Oh, he's fine. He's not half as ill as I expected.
Really? Oh, Father, you are a darling. You've done it, haven't you? Cured him.
Well, I hope I may.
Hello.
Hello yourself.
It's the Colonel. He's questioning the grooms, all of us. Now he wants to talk to you.
Me? I don't want to talk. I'll not say a word.
Whisper me, he's here now. Come in, Colonel.
Mrs. Jarvis?
Good morning, sir. And how is the wee boy, Colonel?
I'm afraid he's far from well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Will you please sit down?
The fact of the matter is, Mrs. Jarvis, noises have been heard in the grounds, near the ruins of the old house.
Noises, sir?
Oh, the wind in the trees and the water soaking down the glen, maybe.
Jarvis, I should hate to think anyone would think they could trifle with me.
No, sir.
Well, Mrs. Jarvis, noises.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about yours, sir.
You've heard no talk of such in the ruins. A voice.
A voice? Oh, God save us all.
An old wife's tale, sir.
Is it so? Then how comes it the Cardinal has heard tell of it? I knew you could never keep it hidden, not with the whole town knowing of it.
What hidden, Mrs. Jarvis?
A voice. It's at nightfall it begins, and in these 2 months only, November and December, no other time, a voice calling out dawn and dawn until daybreak.
But has nobody ever looked into it, made an investigation?
No, no, sir.
Well, why not?
Maybe they were frightened to.
Frightened?
Aye.
The last gentleman who was staying at the big house here said it was the wind in the trees.
Aye, he said it was easily explained.
Aye, but he gave up the house all the same.
And when you came, Colonel, we were anxious for you not to hear the story.
You see, it would have damaged the value of the property, and for nothing.
You call my child's life nothing, Mrs. Jarvis? So instead of telling me this story, you or one of you tell it to a delicate boy.
Hold there now, Colonel. The young gentleman never heard a word from me. No, nor from groom nor gardener. I'll give you my word for that.
All right, Jarvis, I'm sorry I spoke hotly just now. I take your word.
Thank you, Colonel.
At nightfall, you say? Jarvis, you will come with me tonight. I'll call for you after dark.
Me? Oh, no. No, Colonel. You're a fine man. I like very well working for you. I'd do almost anything for a man like you.
Then why won't you come with me tonight?
Because we believe in it, sir, and you don't. That's why.
Well, I'm sorry you have so little spirit, Jarvis. I must find someone else.
Save us! Who could that be?
Oh, don't be too frightened, either of you. It's only my servant, Corporal Jones.
Sir?
Corporal, I shall want you to come out with me tonight to watch for...
Poachers, sir?
No, Corporal. Something far worse.
Yes, sir.
Good day, Mrs. Jarvis.
Good day, sir.
Jarvis? Come, Corporal.
Sir? I'd rather Corporal Jones than me.
Aye, well, he's used to dangers, fighting those black devils with the Colonel in India.
He'll maybe find he prefers the Black Devils to what he may meet tonight.
Aye.
Corporal Jones,
Sir?
we're going to examine the old ruins.
Ready when you are, sir.
Now, keep your eyes open and your wits about you. Be ready to pounce on anything strange, anything, man or woman. Don't hurt it, but seize anything you see.
Seize it, sir. Yes, sir.
And, Corporal, the story is that there are things in this park that are neither man nor woman.
Very good, sir.
And you're still game to go with me?
And why not, sir?
Good man. And now,
Yes, sir.
listen. We've disturbed it.
Yes, sir.
Well, shall we go on? Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Sir, I thought I heard her.
Yes, so did I. Listen. Who is there? Who is there?
This direction, sir.
Who is it? Who is it? Corporal.
Sir.
The lantern, give it me.
Yes, sir. that owl again, sir.
Yes, well, I'm glad of it. At least that's natural enough. God in heaven.
What do you think it is?
Well, that's what we've come to find out. I'm going to examine the walls there. Here, take the lantern. Stand fast. Let nobody pass you, nobody.
Yes.
There's someone here. Jones! Oh, what the devil? Oh, damnation.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes. I thought I heard something, but it was only the moonlight playing a trick on this juniper bush.
There was a cry, sir. I'm sure I heard a cry.
Yes, I heard it too. That's where it came from. God in heaven.
Mother! Oh, Mother! Let me in!
Come in! For God's sake, come in!
Jones! Did you see someone?
I saw nothing, sir. It was that voice. That voice.
Yes, it stopped when you shouted. Are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I'm all right, sir.
Well, let me help you. We'll get back to the house. Oh, Elsbeth, ask Dr. Simson to come and see me before he goes, will you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I think he's coming down the stairs now, sir. The Colonel wishes to see you, Doctor.
Certainly. Where is he?
Dr. Simson.
Oh, come in, Doctor.
Well. You've got an epidemic in your house, Colonel. What's the meaning of it all, eh? Here's your Batman Jones talking a whole lot of rubbish about a voice or something. And the boy here, too, raving. And come to think of it, there's a very queer look about your eyes. This won't do, you know.
How do you mean?
Well, as far as I can see, you're in it, too.
Yes, Doctor. I am in it, too. That's why I wanted to talk to you. Sit down. Have some sherry.
Thanks.
Now, understand, I'm not in the least dissatisfied with your treatment of Roland. But let me make this quite clear. The boy's not raving. He's as sane as you or me.
I never thought the boy insane. He's got cerebral excitement fever. It makes him imagine things.
What the boy says is perfectly true. Corporal Jones and I verified it last night. That perhaps explains Joan's comments too this morning, and hence the queer look in my eyes.
I was joking, Colonel.
But I wish you wouldn't. The boy has heard a voice. Of what? A child moaning for its mother, crying to be let in. I heard it too, so did Joan.
Yes, my dear fellow. It's an epidemic. Once one person falls a victim to this sort of thing, you can be reasonably sure there'll be 2 or 3 others.
But how do you account for it?
Account for it? Oh, that's a different matter. It may be what? Delusion, some trick of echo, the wind among the trees. At any rate, some phonetic disturbance or other.
Come with me tonight. Judge for yourself.
That's no such a bad idea. Ah, no, it'd be the ruin of me if it were known that John Simpson had gone out on a jaunt like that.
A jaunt, you say? You toss all this talk of phonetic disturbance to us for our comfort. Yet you daren't examine what the thing really is for fear of being laughed at. Is that science?
No, common sense. The thing's got delusion written all over it.
I understand, Doctor. If you should prove this to be a delusion, I, for one, would be extremely obliged to you. Now come with me, will you not? Somebody must go.
You're a cool customer, no doubt about it. You know you've persuaded this Batman of yours that he's been hearing things. Now you want to do the same thing with me. Well, for once, I'll do it.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Doctor.
So, tonight then at, say, 11?
11 o'clock at the park gates. Oh, Elspeth, see the doctor out, will you?
Till then, goodbye, Colonel.
Goodbye, Doctor, and thank you.
Good night, Doctor. We will see you tomorrow.
Good night, Mrs. Mortimer.
Well, what did he say?
Well, he spoke, as I remember, of the cause of the trouble.
Yes, but what did he say?
Oh, cerebral excitement and fever.
But he said that before.
Oh, quite, yeah. It's an imprudent doctor who changes his diagnosis in mid-treatment. Oh, yes. And he also spoke of phonetic disturbances, but then I think he was really guessing.
What of Roland's health? Is he guessing about that too?
Yes, I suspect he is.
And are you content to have him guess? Oh, Henry, how can you leave it like that?
If I seem to take Dr. Simpson's treatment of Roland lightly, it's to hide my real feelings. My dear, I'd do anything, everything for that precious son of ours. Now, trust me, please. I'm doing everything humanly possible, everything.
Oh, I know, dearest. Forgive me. He asks for you.
Oh, no.
Why, what is it?
Well, from me, he expects miracles, confidently expects them. No, I can't face him yet.
But you must.
Yes, I suppose I must.
Out of the right fob hung a great silver chain with a wonderful kind of engine at the bottom. We directed him to draw out whatever was fastened to that chain.
Oh, why doesn't Father come?
He will.
When, Jeannie?
Soon, Roland, soon. We directed him to draw out whatever was fastened to that chain.
Father!
Well, Roland, how goes it now, eh?
All right, Father. Father,
Well,
I want to talk to you.
well, of course, Roland. Well?
Alone, could I?
Oh, man to man, eh? Well, I'm sure the ladies wouldn't want to hear any of that.
I was just going.
Thank you for reading to me. Well, Father?
Now, you must believe me. I'm doing everything possible. I'm not forgetting or overlooking anything you've said. But you must trust me.
I do, Father, I do. But that poor lost soul out there, I can't bear it. I can't.
It's gone 11 p.m. I thought perhaps you decided not to go ahead with your inquiry.
I didn't want anybody in the house to know what we were about, so I had to choose my moment so that I could creep out unnoticed.
I've taken my own precautions. Nothing like light for clearing up the obscure. Which way do we head? Don't tell me this is your voice. I thought it would be something of the sort. Why, that's some poor brute caught in one of your infernal traps. Well, lead the way, Colonel. An owl, Colonel. Any more manifestations? So, this is your open door, eh?
If we are silent.
The wind among the trees. The wee burn tumbling over the stones. A nightjar. And a dog howling in the night. Is that all, Colonel? Well, nothing here. No, not even the smallest trace of a wild goose. Not even that. Well, I expected as much. It's the same with table rapping and all the rest of your ghostly apparatus. It only needs the presence of a skeptic to stop everything. When I'm around, nothing ever comes off. How long do you think it necessary for me to stop here, Colonel? I mean, I'm no complaining, but if you're satisfied, I am. Quite.
Yes, it does indeed seem as though there will be no...
Manifestations? That's what all the mediums say. No manifestations tonight in consequence of the presence of an unbeliever. The half hour, Colonel. Well?
Doctor.
Yes?
Listen.
That child's no business to be out so late.
What child?
Eh? What the devil?
Did you see something?
No. Only this confounded juniper bush.
Let me in. Mother! Oh, Mother! Let me in!
How long does this go on?
Just as it was last night. That's when it stopped then.
No more?
No, no more tonight, I think. Shall we go back?
Aye. Let's.
Simson!
Oh, hello, Colonel.
My wife told me that you were out for an early morning stroll.
Aye, to give myself an appetite for breakfast.
Did you sleep well?
Eventually, yes. Did you see the boy?
No, I can't face him yet. He has complete belief in my ability to solve the entire problem. I can't tell him I'm as bewildered as he is, and almost as distressed.
Aye, we shall just have to perjure ourselves all round, eh? You'll have to swear to him that you've exorcised it. Oh, it's very difficult for you, Colonel. I appreciate that. I canna laugh, believe me, as I should like to. I canna see a way out of it, hanged if I can. However, we must just persevere. The scientists cannot leave matters there. I shall come back again tonight. There's one very curious aspect of the thing.
One?
Aye, one in particular. That juniper bush you fell upon and wrestled with, where was it?
On this side.
Aye. And I, last night, stumbled across it on that side.
Yes, you were mistaken.
Mistaken? Turn around, Mortimer, and see for yourself. Today, there's no juniper bush, either on the right or on the left.
When the unclean spirit. Matthew chapter 12, verse...
Thank you, Maggie.
Come away in, Colonel Mortimer. Sit yourself down there. If you'll just give me a wee minute. Verse 43, wasn't it? You know, sometimes I think my memory may be going, so I tend to look up chapter and verse. And, you know, it's almost as sound as ever it was. Well, now, your hand's awful cold, Colonel. I'll get Maggie to make us a hot cup of cocoa. How would that be? No.
No, I don't want to put you to any bother.
Not the wee boy, is it? And I made sure your coming here the day was a good sign.
No, I'm afraid he's no better.
Obsessed. Well, you know, he has many a poor buddy's prayers, and that can do nobody harm.
Sir, we shall need them all. And your counsel.
Sit yourself down there, man. By the fire. Colonel, I'm listening. If an old man can help at all.
Well, you know, of course, that he's in the care of Dr. Simson.
Oh, he's a good man, Joan. Maybe in certain spiritual matters what the book calls stiff-neck, but there's something else. Not in the good doctor's province. Is that it?
Willand is spiritually distressed. He believes he's heard the voice of I know not what, in the grounds, near the ruins of the old house. You know the place. Mr. Moncrieff, this voice is so appealing, so desperately sad, it is driving my boy out of his mind, and I can do nothing. I want help. I need yours.
Mercy on us. The old ruins, you say?
Yes, there's a doorway leading to nothing, leading from nothing. It just stands there. Grass and ivy and trees grow where the old house is.
I know the place well. Colonel, what can I say at the minute for comfort? Little enough. But tonight, I must come with you tonight.
Oh, I didn't ask you to do that.
I know, but no man can wrestle with the devil unless he meets him, as no man can praise God unless he makes the effort to see God. You see, Colonel, I'm not one of your learned divines that can sit in their studies and preach from their armchairs. I'll come with you tonight.
I would welcome your company.
11 o'clock, then. Mind, I can promise nothing. But an old man, a good deal less liable to be frightened than those that are further off the world unseen. Well, it behoves me, does it not, to think of my own journey there. I have no cut and dried belief in the matter, Colonel. None. But it may be that at the moment the Lord will put it into our heads what to do. It may be he will.
Thank you.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh in dry places, seeking rest and finding none.
Chapter 3. My gentleness and good behavior had gained so far on the Emperor and his court, and...
Put the book away now, darling. It's time Roland went to sleep.
Oh, please, Mother, a little longer.
No, you're too tired now. That's enough for one day.
But I'm not tired, not at all. I don't think I shall sleep tonight.
Why ever not? Has my reading disturbed you?
No, Jeannie, I enjoyed it.
Tomorrow, then. I'm quite tired myself. Good night, Roland.
Good night, Jeannie.
Just put your pillows down and make you more comfortable.
Where is Father?
Oh, with Dr. Simson, I think.
Where?
In the study, I imagine.
Will you ask him to come and say good night to me?
Yes, I will.
Will you promise?
I promise, only meanwhile you must try and get some sleep, my dearest.
I'll try.
Good night, my precious.
Good night, Mother.
Well, where do we meet the good minister?
At the head of the glen, near the manse.
Aye. If there are to be any spells, I shall cut the whole concern, you know.
You can come or not as you please, Simson.
Oh, I'm coming to prove my point. There must be a human agency somewhere, and I mean to discover it. I mean, take ventriloquism, for instance. There's a great deal we don't know about that. Throwing a voice, you know.
If it's all the same to you, I wish you'd keep those theories to yourself. I'm not in the mood for them. They don't suit my frame of mind.
I can see they don't. Well, I hope I know how to deal with a patient's idiosyncrasies. When do we join our spiritual advisor?
At 11 o'clock.
How about a nip of brandy before we go,
No,
eh?
not for me, thank you.
Excuse me, Doctor. Roland is asking for you. Will you go and say good night to him?
Oh, I'd prefer not.
He must not be excited or visited too much, Mrs. Mortimer.
He draws strength from you. He looks to you for reassurance.
But I can give him none.
You could tell him that all is well. He would believe you.
That he'd see the truth in my eyes. He'd know I was lying.
Please, Henry.
No, I can't, Mary.
And what am I to say to him when he asks for you?
Look, please, please, my dear. Try to think of something. If Mr. Moncrieff can do nothing tonight, I think my mind will go.
Go and stand inside the old house.
And I'll take up my post between the old and the new house. Will that suit you, Colonel?
Perfectly.
So as to cut off communication between the two.
Well,
Human communication, I mean.
I'll stand on this side.
preserve us, is it you? Willie, if it's you, if it's no a delusion of Satan. Willie, lad, why come you here frightening those that know you not? Why came you not to me? Is it right to come here? Your mother's gone with your name on her lips. Do you think she'd ever close her door on her own lad? Do you think he will close the door, you faint-hearted creature? No. I forbid ye! Do you hear me? I forbid ye! Cry out no more to man! Go home, you wandering spirit, you hear me? Me, that christened ye, that have struggled with ye, that have wrestled for you with the Lord. And her too, poor woman, are that you're crying upon. She's no here. You'll find your mother with the Lord. Go there and seek her not here. Go after her there. He'll let ye in, though it's late. Man, take heart. If you will lie and sob and greet, let it be at heaven's gate and not your poor mother's ruined door. Are you hearing me well? Oh, laddie, go home to the Father above. To the Father. You hear me? Lord, take him into thy everlasting habitations. The mother he's crying for is with thee. Who can do open to him but thee? Lord, Lord, when is it too late for thee? Or what is too hard for thee? Lord, let that woman there draw him an hour. Let her draw him an hour. It's gone.
It's gone.
Lord, Lord. Lord, now let thy servant depart in peace. Amen.
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 Do you believe in purgatory, Minister? It's no in the tenets of the Kirk as far as I know.
Sir, an old man like me's not very sure what he believes. There's just one thing I'm certain of. The loving kindness of God.
In this life, but after death. I'm no theologian, mind, but...
Sir, if I saw a friend of mine within the gates of hell, I would not despair, but his father would take him by the hand still, if he cried like yon poor soul.
Oh, I allow it strange. Very strange. I cannot see through it, but that there must be a human agency, I feel sure. Now tell me, Minister, what made you decide upon a person and a name?
Cats! How should I not recognize a person I knew better, far better than I know you?
Ah, so you saw someone then?
Simpson, if you ask any more of your damn fool questions, I shall feel strongly tempted to throw you out of my house. I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, Doctor. I didn't see him tonight. I heard his voice, as you did. Colonel, his mother was housekeeper at the old house. Well, he was a young prodigal, weak and foolish. He ran away from home to be a drummer boy with the army in India, where he died, a mere lad. His mother planted a juniper bush in his memory, but it never thrived, and within the year it died, as she did. So he never returned to his old home here until...
Until after his death? Is that what you're saying?
And if he did, would he not throw himself at her door, inconsolable?
Poor Willie.
Jean heard him cry out, or thought she did.
But he's asleep still, Papa.
All is well, Roland. Thank God. All is well.
Thank you, Father.
Willie's restless spirit was at peace, and so now was young Roland. And the door became once more just a door, as this one is. I think.